Hi everyone, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Jewish Bible. I use the Christian King James Version of the Holy Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered testimony of the various Old Testament prophets. It became the Book of Zion, and I found contained within it a set of instructions that I was uniquely qualified to follow. So I did. And as the last thing on my to-do list, I'm supposed to publish peace, which is exactly what I'm doing here on YouTube and social media. And I'm doing that by reading to you from the manuscripts of the books that I have written. The Pot Smoker's Bible I had to write in order to publish the Book of Zion, because the Book of Zion is written entirely in Bible verse. And today, I'm beginning the dissertation on the 23rd chapter of the Book of Zion, which is called "Behold My Servant," or alternatively, the Book of Messiah. And we begin our dissertation with Isaiah 11, 1 to 5, which becomes Zion 23, 1 to 5. And it goes like this. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, and the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord, and shall make him of a quick understanding, and in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And the righteous shall be the girding of his loins, and faithfulness the girding of his reins. The first part of the passage, 11:1, and there shall come out of and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. This has a dual context. It speaks on two levels. On the first level, it talks about marijuana, the rod and stem of Jesse, David's family line. This sacred plant is the domain of Israel's governing body. The king is exalted, extolled, and very high. This is also a reference to the Baldwin, the family line of the last king in Jerusalem, the seat of David's throne. In this case, Kenny is the branch that grows out of the root of the throne of David, i.e., the rod of Jesse. Kenny's right to rule is based on the fact that Baldwin is the rightful heir to the throne of David, having been the last family line to have sat on David's throne place. Just as I am adopted by Abraham and Sarah, so too Kenny is adopted by Jesse and David, by way of the throne of Baldwin, king of Israel. I am Brenda Leanne Hines, Beulah. Kenny is the Baldwin, heir to the throne of David. The second passage in this series states, and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, and the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. The first line, the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, means that Kenny is the official voice of the Grey. He is the channel for the Grey. He is the arm, the branch, the body, the means by which the Grey speak. The Grey have taught him how to switch bodies with them. He occupies their body while they occupy his. During the past 30 years or so, Kenny has been learning how to become wise. He has been taught understanding through experience. He has learned to discern truth from lie and how to see what lies beyond the words or deeds. He understands what motivates us and what ramifications are in most given situations. He has been there. He has tried that. He knows. He understands that it takes a council to rule wisely. He knows that unity brings logic, and that logic must dictate might. It's not enough to be wise. It matters in matters of state. Counsel creates might. Facts matter. Numbers matter. Unity matters. Once a united people are strong, a council ensures unity of will. And unity of will creates a binding strength that is mighty indeed. Kenny also has first-hand knowledge of the Grey. He has interacted with them both physically and mentally for 30 years. He has known great fear. At first, they scared the hell out of him. When he did something really bad, they punished him. So he knows to fear them. However, he also knows the great care they have shown me. He witnessed the lengths to which they are willing to go through just for one human, which implies that they care for us all and are willing to do the same for the masses. He knows this firsthand. The third stanza in this verse, or the first verse in this series, states, "And shall make him of a quick understanding in the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears." After 30 years of trial and error, and after taking part in the Gray's form of justice, Kenny knows better than any human what the Gray are capable of, because he's been there, he's done that. He's known the Gray more intimately than most, so he knows just what the Gray can do. He has 30 years of interactions with them. So when Kenny says that the Gray know better, he speaks from experience. They taught him everything he knows. They taught him how things really work. That's why he is of a quick understanding of the fear of the Lord. He knows deep down what matters and what's superficial. He's been taught to see into the heart of the matter. That is why he doesn't make decisions based on what he sees or hears. He knows that's how things appear in the world isn't always what's true. He understands that we hide the true reasons we do things, so that what appears to be true often is hiding a deeper truth. So, to know why something happened yesterday, today, you have to go back to its beginning. So he is wise beyond human wisdom, knowing this inner truth. The fourth passage, or the fourth verse in this passage states, "But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked." What this means is that you may get one by me, but you'll never get one by him, because he will see right through your lie. I'm too soft. I feel sorry for people, but Kenny has the balls to do the hard things. He knows how to find out the truth of things. He is a righteous judge. The Gray have spent the past 30 years teaching Kenny the ways of truth, so that he may be as wise as Solomon. His judgments will be just and true. He will see to it that the poor are treated fairly. The rich also will be subject to his justice, but they won't fare nearly as well. He will be a just king, a wise judge, a mighty man able to speak with such truth and conviction that all will wonder at his words. He will seem to be so wise because he is. The wicked won't stand a chance against his logic and just verdicts. He will be just what this society needs: someone who speaks the truth. With words, Kenny will relieve the suffering of the poor. With words, Kenny will condemn the guilty with their own lies, using their own words against them. With words, Kenny will return justice to our world. With words, Kenny will change our world for the better because Kenny is righteous, and with righteous words, Kenny will do mighty things. The final verse in this passage states, "And the righteous shall be the girding of his loins, and faithfulness the girding of his reins." Kenny is righteous. He has found his way to the tree of life. He has overcome the lies of society. He has had first-hand experience with the ways of justice. He is the one man on earth that can lead us all into a just future where everyone has the means to thrive. He is also faithful. He stayed true to his amoral marriage to Judy. He was faithful to his promise that he'd help me through my ordeal, which he did. He has been faithful, also to himself. He never gave in to the easy way. He stayed true to his inner self. He has always been faithful as far as I know. So I know also that he will be just as faithful to us, to Zion. Someday, if he still lives, he may even be faithful to me. If he ever finds that some small ember of our love remains, and if he lets that fire reignite, then I will have won the trust of the most faithful of husbands. In all of this fantastic tale, his return to me is the easiest of things, yet it alone is the hardest to endure. If he lives, if he loves, these are hard. But that he will be righteous and faithful, of that I have no doubt. He was chosen, after all. He was trained. He is faithful and true. He is Messiah. He will lead us into a just, delightful, and real future that all of humanity can enjoy, because righteousness demands selflessness, and faithfulness demands truth. So, he will be a just and wise leader, because he was made that way. The next part of the chapter is Isaiah 42, 1 to 9, which becomes Zion 23, 6 to 14. Sorry. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, my elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment unto the Gentiles. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the streets. A bruised reed he shall not break, and a smoking flax he shall not quench. He shall bring forth judgment into truth. He shall not fail, nor be discouraged, until he hath set judgment in the earth, and the isles shall wait for his law. Thus saith the Lord God, He that created the heavens and stretched them out, He that spread forth the earth, and that came out of it, and the Spirit to them that walk therein. I, the Lord, hath called thee in righteousness, and will hold thy hand and keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that are set in darkness out of the prison house. I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory I shall not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. And that is where I'm going to leave off for this segment. We will begin with Isaiah 42, 1, and take it from there. So see you next time. May the Great watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice when we get to Zion. Stay happy and high if you use drugs. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote 2 books about it. My name is Zion. I love you way too much to ever say goodbye. So I'm going to say later now.